Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have another top 5 video for you guys on San Andreas, and on this video I will be talking about the top 5 worst missions in San Andreas. These are missions that just people just don't like in general, missions that people would prefer are not in the game, and these missions, I'm not going to argue that they shouldn't be in the game, but that there should be things to change these missions around, because some of these missions just have really bad mission design, which we're going to be looking at. And this is the scale that I'll be using to rate these missions. The difficulty? Now, difficulty isn't the only thing that I'll be using to rate, because some missions are pretty difficult, but yet they're some of the best missions in the game, like End of the Line. It's a pretty challenging mission, but yet it's one of the best missions in the game. So that difficulty is just one aspect. Difficulty, length, how long is the mission? Unreasonable objectives and complicated. How unreasonable are the objectives and how complicated is the mission? What is the failure rate on the mission? How often do people fail it? And how much it pisses people off? How much do people not like these missions? So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Top 5 worst missions in San Andreas. Starting off at number 5, we have the mission OG Loke. Now, OG Loke is an early mission in the game. It's Big Smoke's first mission, but it counts more as a Sweet mission because Sweet is the one who's kind of leading you in the mission. He's at Big Smoke's house. But basically, you see that initial cutscene at Big Smoke's house, and half of the mission you're driving on over to the police station where you're going to be picking up Jeffrey, or OG Loke, as he's getting out of prison. Now, there's another cutscene that plays here in which Jeffrey basically talks about getting back at this guy called Freddy from prison. And then what you do is you drive on over across town, and you drive on over to Freddy's house. Now, at this point, Big Smoke and Sweet leave, and OG Loke and you go up to Freddy's door. And at this point, Freddy actually runs out the back door, gets onto a motorcycle, and you chase him down. Sounds simple, right? The problem with this mission is that the path that Freddy takes is just so bizarre. He takes a scripted path, so if you memorize the path, you'll know exactly where he's going. But the thing is, it's such an irrational path, because instead of simply just going down the street, he takes so many alleyways, he takes so many hills and such. He gets on the highway, he gets off the highway, he goes upstairs, he goes around so many different places. And the worst thing about this mission is that this is probably the first time that a player is going to drive a motorcycle in San Andreas. This is the first time that you're going to drive a motorcycle, or one of the first times. And you would think that one of the first missions where you're driving a motorcycle, you'd think it'd be a little less complicated and actually teach you more of the controls on a motorcycle, but instead, because you're driving this ridiculous path chasing down Freddy, you're going to constantly crash. But it also gets worse, because Freddy will actually shoot at you. So if you get too close to him, he'll shoot at you a bunch of times, and you'll lose a ton of health. You can see my health gradually going down as I'm doing this mission. And on this mission, you do get an SMG, you get a little bit of ammo, but it's not enough to kill Freddy. Now, it is possible to kill Freddy before he gets to his final destination, but it's extremely difficult to do so, and OG Loke isn't much help. Yes, he'll shoot at Freddy, some of his shots will land, but he's not very accurate. It just gets really frustrating. And when you finally do chase Freddy down, he finally stops at this basketball court here, and at this basketball court, he'll actually have a few backup with him. And if you wasted all your SMG rounds on him, you're not going to have that much ammo left to shoot at him. And also, if your health has gone down a bunch, you can also die here. And if you die, you gotta restart this whole annoying chase. I'm surprised more people don't talk about this mission, because I've never liked this mission. I hate crashing on this mission. I hate how my health goes down. I've just never liked this mission. It's just frustrating. It is annoying. If you do kill Freddy, you don't have to fight all the extra guys. I like to take cover here behind this wall, but the mission itself, it's just frustrating and annoying. You can complete the mission easier if you just keep a distance, don't let him shoot you, and just follow him to the basketball court, and that's it. But other than that, this mission is just frustrating and just annoying. I hate it. Next at number 4, we have Wrong Side of the Tracks. Now, this is a mission that a lot of people are familiar with, and a lot of people really don't like this mission as well. So this is another Big Smoke mission, and what you do in this mission is you take Big Smoke over to the train station, in which you see a cutscene in which the Vagos are meeting up with the San Fierro Rifa. Now, the Vagos jump on top of the train. Big Smoke tells you that you need to chase them down. Now, you get onto a dirt bike with Big Smoke, in which Big Smoke tries to take them down. Sounds simple, right? The problem with this mission is two things. The first thing is that Big Smoke's accuracy is just really bad on this mission. If you stay on the side of the train, yes, Big Smoke will eventually hit the enemies and he will kill them, but his accuracy is just so off. And the second thing is the train's speed is just irrational. Now, the train will be driving its normal speed, and then kind of right after the turn, it just has a massive speed boost, and it can be a little difficult to catch up. Plus, you also have a few distractions along the way. You gotta watch out for a car that it runs over. The car, when it blows up, could actually crash into you, you also got to watch out for 2 oncoming trains, plus a small little, like, gate for construction that you have to pass through. Now, when you get up to the countryside, it can be a little bit more difficult because the path is just so irrational. And what's worse about this mission is that the second that the train gets to the bridge that connects it to Las Venturas, the mission automatically fails, even if there's only 1 enemy left in the train, in which Big Smoke says this line right here to you, and this line right here, a lot of people know it. I even got pissed off when I heard it.
No. The dude was following the damn train, CJ.
Okay. Oh my. So that's it. That's the mission right there. It's a pretty frustrating and annoying mission. This mission could have been made much more simpler, simply if slow down the speed of the train, don't make it go so fast, and on top of that, improve Big Smoke's accuracy. If you did those 2 things, this mission wouldn't be nearly as bad as it is. At number 3, we got the mission Interdiction. Now, this is a mission that I've noticed a lot of people don't really talk about this mission, but I consider it to actually be one of the worst missions in the game. Now, this is actually the worst Torino mission in my opinion. Now, I know some people might argue with me, and they might say that Vertical Assault is the worst Torino mission, but I disagree. Vertical Assault, while it is a challenging mission, I actually consider it kind of fun, and I don't really have that much trouble completing it. Sure, the jet controls might get some time to get used to, but in the end, I think it's a fun mission. On the other hand, for Interdiction is a bad mission, because what happens in this mission is that Torino orders CJ to go to the middle of the desert. You have to climb all the way on top of this canyon here, and when you're on top of this canyon, basically what happens is you gotta wait for this helicopter to drop a package. The problem is, enemy helicopters show up. Now, I'm not sure who these enemies are. They appear to be a rival agency or some other government's agency. Anyways, they're enemies of Torino. And what happens is, you have to protect the helicopter. And the enemy helicopters, there's so many of them, and they come from such random directions, and they fly in super fast. Super fast to fly in. And it gets really annoying, because the helicopters that you're protecting, its health will go down rapidly. So the helicopter could actually get blown up, and you'll fail this mission. But there's even more ways to fail this mission. You get an RPG, thankfully, on this mission, but even though you get an RPG, what actually happens during this mission is when you blow up the helicopters, because there's not that much space and they're not that high above you, the helicopters will actually come falling down, could actually blow up right next to you and kill you. So the helicopters could fall right on top of you. How frustrating and annoying is that? You don't really have much cover, and you gotta constantly keep dodging the helicopters as they're falling out of the sky. Damn. Oh man, I suck with the RPG. I'm terrible with it. Damn. Oh, that's just... But then right after that, when you're done with that, the helicopter will drop off the package at, you know, this valley area here. And you gotta get on a dirt bike and get there. You get a wanted level at this point, but it's not that bad because you're going off-road with a dirt bike. But at the same time what was the point of going up on top of this canyon if the helicopter was just gonna drop it off all the way in this valley area? Couldn't you have just dropped off the package right here, considering that all the enemies are already dead? I mean, come on, I just don't like this mission. Moving on to number 2, we have Air Raid. Now, this is the first of Zero's missions in San Fierro. Now, what's so bad about this mission? So in this mission, you get an introduction to Berkeley, and Zero will basically tell CJ that Berkeley has been his rival ever since the science fair. And you go up on the roof. Now, he tells you that Berkeley is going to attack, and you have 3 minutes to defend Zero's RC shop. You gotta protect the 3 transmitters in it. If all 3 transmitters get blown up, then you fail the mission. You gotta protect it for 3 minutes. Sounds simple, right? Just protect the rooftop for 3 minutes. When the mission actually starts out, it doesn't seem that bad, and I actually forgot about how bad this mission was, because in my playthrough, when I started out this mission, I actually thought, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. I can't believe I forgot how bad this mission is. So, when you start off, not that bad at first, blow up a few RC planes, but then what happens is, when you get within the first minute, a bunch more RC planes start showing up. And the thing about this is that the RC planes come from such random directions. They're coming in waves in such random directions, and the transmitters get blown up so easily. On PC, this actually isn't that bad because you can use the mouse to aim. The problem is that most players who are on console are going to struggle with this because it's actually much more difficult to manually aim with the minigun when you're on console, meaning that a lot of planes are going to get through and they're going to blow up the transmitters. I just don't like this mission. This mission sucks. Before I unveil the number 1 worst mission in San Andreas, I wanted to make a few special mentions. And special mention number 1 is the Mention-N.O E, if I'm pronouncing that. It's N-O-E. Now, no, this mission is the first mission right after flight school at the airfield. And what basically you have to do is you have to get into a plane, you gotta fly all the way across the map to the bottom corner of the map, and you have to drop off a package and then just fly back. Sounds simple, right? The problem with this mission is that there's just so many obstacles in the way, and you also have to fly low. So you have to fly below the radar, and as you actually get through the city area, it's not that bad. When you fly past San Fierro, it's not that bad. When you get through the hills, though, there's a lot of trees that you can actually crash into on this mission, which just makes it frustrating. The reason I don't have this mission on the list is because once you memorize the path, you know exactly where you have to fly, it's not that bad. But for a player playing this the first time, or even a player not that familiar with the map, you're going to struggle with this mission, and you're probably going to crash into a bunch of trees. Special mention number 2 is the mission Robbing Uncle Sam. Now, this is a mission pretty early on in the game. It's a mission given to you by Ryder, and in this mission, you gotta go over to the National Guard Depot at the Los Santos docks, you kill a few guards, and then right after that, CJ will actually get into a forklift in which he'll start loading some packages onto the back of the truck. The problem is that Ryder in this mission says, "I'll hold them off, CJ, you get the boxes." Ryder will actually die pretty quickly. So what actually happens is it makes the mission delayed, and you gotta constantly keep getting off the forklift, kill the guards, protect Ryder, get back on the forklift, pick up another box. It's just frustrating. Special mention number 3 is driving school. Now, driving school, I don't know whether you count this as a mission, but regardless, you need to complete driving school if you want to actually unlock the dealership garage missions in San Fierro. Now, driving school, for the most part, most of the challenges aren't too bad. However, you do get some bad ones in which you have to drive on 2 wheels off this ramp, and then there's another one where you have to kind of lean in parallel parking really quickly. Some of these can just be very frustrating. I personally think that driving school is just much more frustrating than flight school. I didn't really have a problem with flight school, but driving school, I failed a bunch of the courses many times. And number 1, the number 1 worst mission in GTA San Andreas, I think a lot of people are going to agree with me on this. And this is actually the mission that I struggled with so much on my playthrough, I just hated it. And that is Supply Lines. Now, Supply Lines is Zero's second mission. Now, his third mission, I don't think is actually that bad, but his first mission, Air Raid, and then Supply Lines are pretty bad. So what makes Supply Lines the worst mission in San Andreas? Why does this mission suck so much? Well, in this mission, you have to blow up a bunch of Berkeley's vans and also couriers that are on delivery bikes. And what basically Carl has to do is he has to fly this single RC plane with a machine gun and just blow all of them up. I don't see why Carl couldn't have just driven up to these people and just shot and killed them. Instead, the mission wants you to drive the RC plane, and I kind of get it. I mean, they want you to have the theme of the RC shop, so I understand in a way why they had the RC plane, but at the same time, it's just so frustrating because a lot of times the targets are pretty far apart. You gotta fly a good distance to get to them. Some of them are right near Zero's shop, but then others are like in downtown San Fierro. And when you're flying, you got a fuel gauge. So while you're flying, you're wasting fuel, and even if you blow up all of the vans, you blow up all the bikes, you kill all of the delivery people, if you do not get back to the shop with that fuel, you just fall out of the sky, the mission is an automatic fail. But it gets even worse. It's so difficult trying to hit the targets with the machine gun on the plane. Sure, the vans aren't that bad of a target to hit, but the dirt bikes are just bad. And the delivery people, they have micro SMGs. Why do people delivering RC vehicles have submachine guns on them? I will never know. But I've gotten shot at the sky when I was doing this mission. Look at this. No! 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 Oh my god. Ugh. I thought I had that there, and I got 2 damaged. Oh my. Take 2. And that is my exact reaction. It's the exact same reaction as Zero. People just hate this mission. They hate the control of the RC plane. They hate the fact that you got fuel. They hate that there's so many targets. It's just so frustrating to hit everything. This mission, I would say, hits all of those 5 points that I had. The difficulty, it's a difficult mission. It's a long mission. It's a complicated mission with unreasonable objectives. The failure rate is really high in this mission, and people get pissed off on this mission. And not only do we gamers get pissed off, David Cross, the voice actor who actually plays as Zero, actually gets pissed off at this mission. He said he couldn't even do it. He was actually on the YouTube channel First We Feast, and he actually said this. I'll also link the channel down below. Take a listen to this.
Pretty tough mission.
I stopped. I could not listen. Nope. I stopped. I tried to cheat. I could not listen to myself.
So you were haunted by your own voice?
I hated it, and I couldn't fucking do it. The RC car thing, or the plane.
It's impossible.
It's ridiculous.
So there you guys heard it. Even the voice actor, the guy who plays as Zero, can't even stand himself on this mission. He can't stand his own mission. He thinks the mission sucks. So the voice actor for the guy giving you the mission thinks the mission sucks, that speaks a whole nother level. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other missions, let me know down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.